All right.
So I think I got a plan. I'm gonna build a rudimentary rocket.
Okay.
You're gonna make fuel cores, Tim, out of scrap plastic from the ship. And we're gonna make real TL3 model rockets on a larger scale.
We could build hydrogen rockets theoretically if I can complete oxygenation.
I don't think I know
Yeah.
how to make a hydrogen rocket.
I mean, you probably could if you rolled good enough.
Would that be a no check? Because I have
May-
no. That's a no.
Maybe a fix check.
I could do a fix. I could do a fix check.
But
Open up the
are we
Gantt
all
sheet.
here and ready to go?
I am here, yeah.
Mr.
All right.
All right.
Start us off, Zach. Hit us with a last time on and all that jazz.
Last time on Dragon Ball Kingston's Keys, Kingston's Dragon Key Balls.
Don't say key balls.
Yeah. You guys encountered your long-standing arch nemesis, the
Calamity Jane?
Yeah, Psychic Calamity Jane and her band of ne'er-do-wells.
Like, kinda though.
The Bloodstar Pirates, as you know them to be. And the engagement did not go very well for you guys, resulting in, unfortunately, the utter destruction of old Bessie. But not the utter destruction of her crew, who was able to, just in the nick of time, save themselves from being caught in a dead ship. However, that leaves you all floating in Tim's psychic powers and the cold, hard vacuum. Now, Bessie isn't exploded, which means there's a lot that you could recover from her: cargo, equipment, scrap, if you so needed. And you guys didn't lose any cargo, so you still could theoretically make the delivery
Yeah.
if you solve the issue of
Not
how to
having
get
ship.
it. Yeah, how to get it to the
Yeah.
planet.
First things first. Proxy put up a shelter.
Yeah, a small
Right.
little hab, but like there's no way to get in it without depressurizing it, which just reduces our oxygen even more.
That's not true at all. I can maintain the pressure inside of here.
Oh, well,
It is true. Yeah, you don't need to keep it pressurized or not.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
like. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I don't think all 7 of us can fit in there, but at least people can sleep in shifts.
There's only 6 of you.
Oh, I thought there were 7. My oops.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or wait, is there 7? No, there is 7 of you actually. Yeah.
Yes.
Whoops. You guys could take shifts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
The thing is, I have to try to stay awake as long as possible. So I'm going to sit here next to this thing, and I am going to attempt to maintain its pressure until it is my turn to take shift.
I would.
If there's something else someone needs from me, please let me know.
I personally always thought since it's not concentration, it's effort. Like I don't
Oh,
see why you
really?
couldn't keep it up. It
Oh,
doesn't say anywhere one way or the other, but I don't.
You know,
I
that's a
mean,
good point.
yeah, your brain could still be working in the
Fair
background to
enough.
maintain it.
Okay. Well, then I will spend an extra effort to maintain it as well. You know,
Mhm.
and I say, okay, we have a maintained pressure area.
Yeah, it's got enough oxygen to. Yeah, and if you filter the oxygen it does have through your pressure power,
Yeah.
and you can stretch the oxygen for even longer.
Yes.
Cool. But yeah. So as far as the
What's-
cargo goes, like
Yeah.
I think we should just do a reverse Santa sleigh and have us be the sleigh ahead of the reindeer in this case. Maybe we can get like a safe zone to try to carpet bomb the ground with cargo. I mean, we'll probably need like
Oh.
a parachute for it so it
Oh.
can not explode via re-entry.
Hmm. Parachutes are cheap when it comes to sci-fi stuff. If
Yeah, it's just really being able to make it.
yeah. If I remember correctly, we have some TL5 grab chutes.
Oh, we have grab chutes?
Yes, inside of the inside one of the cargo bay areas. We can use the TL5 grab chute to literally parachute this entire cargo section down if we had to.
Yeah, that'd probably be the way. I totally forgot about the grab chutes, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll help it not burn up on re-entry either.
Mm-hmm. It, in fact, takes all of the energy from re-entry, TL5 specifically.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have any ideas?
I'm plumb out of ideas. I'm floating through space, looking
Uh,
looking sad.
Captain's
Mm.
literally like tumbling head over heels slowly in the background.
I mean, I will. He's not out of reach for me. I have like this chain thing that I'm using essentially as arms that are attached to me that I'm using to like reach out for other people. And I also have a telescoping pole that I can like wink and reach out and grab people with. You know.
He's dejected. You know, he doesn't.
Yeah, I get you.
He's floating through space.
Lost
He's
his
surprised he's
ship.
alive. He's not that surprised, but he's a little surprised.
Singing the old Earth classic, Ground Control to Major Tom.
Ground control, Major Tom.
Well, it looks like Captain Purvis is
Little
suffering
disposed.
suffering some problems. Ionitis, my cousin, do you have any ideas?
Listen, man, I don't know nothing about this space shit. All I know how to do is swing my sword and cut them heads.
Look,
Goes from space Rome to man, I don't know, dang old space Rome goddamn going up. Go. I don't know what the hell you're doing.
Aren't we nowhere near the planet?
We're like at the halfway point.
we're
So we can't grab shoot.
You're 3/4 of the way there.
Oh.
The gram chute would just to be handling re-entry if Seabass built the rocket.
yeah.
The rocket
Out
would
of
be
scrap. And my brother, Seabass and my brother.
the hardest. Yeah,
Yeah.
the hardest part about rockets usually is launching them from a planet. If you're not in a planet, it's much easier.
Yeah.
It's
It really
true.
doesn't even have to be conventional.
No, we could probably do a pressurized air cannon if we really needed to.
But
let's
so what we're
not
gonna
use our
do
air.
is the buildy smarty guys are gonna get to work on building a makeshift craft that can carry this cargo, while the not smarty buildy guys are gonna go get raw materials and cargo.
That was exactly what I was gonna suggest. I was gonna go and gather
Tim
as
uses
much
his
of it.
telekinesis to like connect and extend the chains in a web-like pattern around that crash, so that you
We
can
could do that, yeah.
crawl around. Everybody gets a line made out of rope or chain that's like, I don't know, however many hundreds of meters.
Do you have any idea how
Uh,
much
We bought tons
raw
of chain.
material?
Yeah, so like
Tons.
however long you want people to be able to explore, that chain connects them to the
Mhm.
larger chain web network.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make a roll to see if I know how to build a hydrogen rocket.
My brother does.
Yeah, between the two of you, you can figure it out. I just need a fixed roll.
Does the 9 suffice?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm gonna roll my survive 0.
Yeah, anyone, so I guess
Ooh,
Ian and
ooh.
Ianitis and Captain, yeah, give me survive or exert rolls to start gathering up the materials that these guys
Same
say
with
you're
Pirate
gonna need.
Lad. I'm sure he's just like, man, we really still alive? Okay.
Will
Come
my
on, like
hell
he's
ever
sitting there like,
end?
what could I have done? Could I have done anything differently? Now that he's seen the fact that we've survived the ship being blown up, he's like,
You said
how do
survive or
stop it?
what?
Blow up this ship or invade it? What?
Survive or exert.
Ooh.
You know, we missed out hard on a nickname for Pirate X. It's Pirate X. We could have called him Pyrex. Like, come on. Jesus.
You're not the best when it comes to space, and I respect
Zero
that,
gravity
Ianitis.
movement. He's like spinning around.
Yeah, you and the pirate are just kind of waffling. Neither of you are particularly used to 0G, even though he's been in space his entire life, basically.
Just because you've been in space doesn't mean you're good at
0G. Mm-hmm.
The captain's just good at thinking on his feet.
He is. It's quite obvious.
This is why he's having issues in space.
Thinking off his feet. Yeah, there you go.
I haven't had to think on my feet in quite a while now. I've gotten pretty good at it.
You know?
So we're gonna be cutting off and eating your other arm, right, Tim?
Jesus Christ, man! Everyone
But,
else
like-
has all of their limbs, and you're
Yes,
like,
but
so
you
we're gonna
have a vestigial one.
fuck you! Fuck you! I'll show you vestigial, jack off, and
See off with
fucking-
his one
fuck
remaining hand.
you!
Fucking, the only thing your hand's good for is beating yourself off.
I disagree.
What
He's
do
a
you
good
do with it?
neo-Christian boy. He doesn't
I
do
doubt
that.
you even wipe your own ass with that hand instead of telekinesis.
Why you offering?
What else is
God damn
nature
it.
used for? Like, come on.
Look, I'm the one
What we'll
making
do
sure you
is we'll
live.
split
Calm
up.
down.
We'll split up the if we when it gets that bad, we'll split up the cannibalism. Everybody will chip in fingers.
I have none. Mine got blown off in the first fight with these fuckers.
Toes for you, I guess.
Oh.
My man,
Time to let the dogs out.
my man.
Well, cause arm hard and also traumatic.
We have
Cutting
so
off a finger.
much
Yeah, we can cut
rations.
off our own fingers and toes. We're men.
My dude, we have like 2
Now
months
that
of
we're men.
rations.
We do.
There's like a
Captain's
mountain of
talking about
rations
eating
behind the
toes.
captain. He's just like, I'm gonna have to eat his toes. Damn it.
Literally a sphere of water floating behind you. Mm.
That I'm like pushing into a container. Hold on, the
Isn't
water.
that a cool thing about water in space? Is
Yeah,
if
yeah.
it doesn't go anywhere,
No.
you just scoop it up.
A nice little side point. NASA just made a cup that works in space.
Cool.
Yeah. Anywho.
Yeah, that's really fucking cool. Yeah.
So we have cups that work in space on this ship, right?
Of course. What do you
course.
take this for?
Well,
Nice.
I mean,
Didn't
that's
you say
actually
we
a
had,
little
like, a
more
portable
questionable,
home,
but
too?
probably.
We had like
Yeah,
some sort of
that's-
sealed portable home that you
Look,
can sleep in
for
ships.
me, every cup works in space.
Yeah, see, someone did buy a pressure tent.
Look, nobody knows if his stuff works while he's asleep, so we will shove 7 people in there. You know how, like, when Zach, when me, you, and Jacob shared that couch in the shed?
Mm,
You know, we will literally stack on top of each other inside of this like supposedly safe area because none of us trust that while the wizard is unconscious, we'll be able to breathe in space.
I mean, honestly, I got my vac skin. I'm probably gonna work while you guys sleep. I'm just gonna do some recreation.
Yeah, I would very much recommend people sleep while I work, and then have me sleep on a different time scale. But I understand
Why-
you guys not
You know
trusting
what I
that.
mean? Yeah, we're not gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, this works while you're sleeping. Bull fucking shit, it works while you're sleeping. You ever been out in space sleeping? No.
I mean, the tent works while he's sleeping.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair
But
enough.
we all have a vac skin. Like theoretically, you shouldn't have to worry about it.
It's about freezing to death, bro. Like,
Yeah, vac skins are just
Yeah.
space suits, but are skin tight. That's all. They keep you warm.
Look, the captain's just worried, and
shit. The longer I spend with him, the more I think it's magic. You know.
I mean, I do
Uh,
some crazy magic shit.
Bring people back to the dead from the dead. I mean, it's hard to deny that, honestly.
I
What
don't know. I think it's all a gimmick. He still hasn't brought his legs back from the dead, so
I think it's because he doesn't need them, bro. Like, if you were a wizard with that amount of power, would you care if your limbs were gone?
I would like to have limbs, yes. Personally, but maybe that's why I'm not a wizard. I don't
Maybe
know.
that's why I'm not a
True.
wizard.
Yeah. Also, if that
Yeah.
was true, you wouldn't have got cybernetics.
No, I mean they're still mine. I own them. Paid them off.
So, did you lose your limbs, or did you cut them off on purpose so you could have metal ones?
No, I cut them off. And when I
That's
say I
whack,
cut them
bro.
off, I paid people to cut them
That
off.
ain't Jesus.
No,
That ain't
no,
Jesus.
it's cool.
So
Yeah, cool is the word. I'm like,
I
it's funny
do
that I'm
want,
more scared of you than the wizard.
I do want to know: is it possible for me to separate hydrogen and oxygen bonds?
Spend EXP and make up an ability that doesn't.
yes, it will just require a lot of effort to do so, but you can definitely.
I'm willing to
distill
expend it.
down.
Yeah, I'm willing to
Yeah.
expend effort. I just need 3 effort, so I can expend 3 effort to do so. You know.
Yeah.
Even if it's like, yeah, expend it for the day, I don't care. You know.
Wait,
Yeah, it'll probably take you. Give me a D6 plus 1.
Cool.
Two minutes.
on a walk.
Probably take you
We're
2
going outside,
days
it's on your
to
own.
get all the hydrogen you think you would need.
All
to
right.
leave the planet in a relatively timely
No.
manner.
All right.
I'm not going outside.
How
All
long
right.
will it take us to build this rocket? Because that might work perfectly. I only rolled a 9, so I,
I
know
I mean, if
it's that
Zach's
good.
telling us we can consistently survive for like at least 2 months before cannibalism, I don't know. I think we're likely to encounter the next person hired, who comes for his fucking. Who's like, oh yeah, my shipment never arrived. It's been It's been months. It's been a month or
Or-
something.
I don't
or
think
we
food
can
and water is
big
going to
dick
be
it.
the issue. It's going to be
Or
oxygen.
we can build a rocket, but like
We could big dick it
Welcome
and
to Have a good day at work.
deliver this on a broken vessel.
All right, drive
it
safe.
doesn't sound like we will get there on time at all because we're like men on an island in the ocean, you know? We got to build a. It'll take us
We
Yeah,
had
a
a week.
while,
We've
right?
spent 4
There
days.
was-
We still got 3 days to make it on time.
Yeah, there was a possibility that it would take too long for you to deliver it on time, but your team is confident that if nothing else goes like really wrong, you
Wrong.
guys should be able to make it there.
And
on about day
assumedly our
7.
enemy thinks we're dead, which that's good.
Yeah, that does
Yeah?
give you guys the
Cushion.
and a bit
Gives
of
us
a
cushion.
an advantage if you ever encounter them again.
Cushion for the push.
Hopefully we can get a cool ship with good guns.
Well, maybe we'll steal one.
So what kind of is there like a ship that is there a spaceship that can freight stuff like we've been doing, but also has good guns and isn't dog shit?
There's a bigger ship and it's better against smaller ships, but compared to other big ships, it's still just a freight pushing dog shit.
It's still dog shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
But
either
it would be better. It'd
usually
be
you push a
technically
lot
better
of
than
freight.
Bessie, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's a lot more expensive. But
So it's looking like what we're gonna need is an either to fix Bessie to like scavenge her up or something. We need to get a fighting ship that rolls with the shipping ship.
Yes.
Give me a fighter jet. Give me a fighter jet.
A fighter jet could work.
You would probably have gotten shit on by that ship that destroyed our.
They didn't
ours.
have any flak weapons.
yeah, that is true.
They only had
All they have
plasma.
to do is aim at you and shoot.
They'll miss probably.
Fighters are really nimble.
A fight, so like a fighter jet inside a freighter ship. How many fighter jets could you fit inside a freighter?
We could get those augments for the ship. They have a mass and a power requirement, and they would allow us to hold and crew one fighter per thing that we get. So
Yeah. I mean, if we got a vehicle fitting, theoretically, we wouldn't even need to put it inside. We could put it on top of.
yes,
Attached to.
Yeah.
but
Okay,
we
so
would have to remove
an option is a
some
freighting
cargo
ship
space.
that we take away some cargo and instead we
Yeah.
have some fighters.
Yes.
Or another option is a freighter
if
ship
you-
plus a fighting bigger ship, like this one that attacked us.
This is just like in Star Trek. If you don't have the fitting to launch a fighter, you're not going to be able to launch it in combat.
Yeah.
You could have it flying around separately.
Yes.
Yeah, like on the mission like this, like an mission exactly like this in system, right?
The problem is the guy that would pilot your fighter pilot is also the guy that pilots your current ship.
I'm sure Pirate X can pilot a fighter. And
You
also
wanna
when we get
give
more
up
money,
Pirate X the
w-
fighter ship.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I-
Yeah, I don't know about that one, but
his name sounds like a guy who flies a fighter pilot, right?
He
his name
also
sounds like the
a
guy that
fine
would
cooking vessel.
steal your
A fighter pilot.
Fighter pilot, yeah, and fly away with it.
If were you in his position, would you
Maybe
feel
we could-
safe anywhere else? Like you just got vented into space and are gonna live and maybe deliver your fucking cargo.
We-
Which is
reminds
horrifying
me-
in its own way.
Which reminds me,
True.
how long is it going to take them to build that rocket?
They
I assume
need you
based on
to
some
build
checks.
rocket because they need you to use your heat metal to weld.
We have
Yeah.
meta tools.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they do have meta tools. Right.
Really, I need.
Well,
his
Our
heat
cargo got
to
blasted
make,
out of our
like,
ship before the
fuel,
ship blew
but-
up, so the cargo's just like
Give me a
It's so good.
D4 +1, Seabass.
A D4 +1.
Mm-hmm.
I made a good survival check.
You did. You're grabbing tons of.
And
That's
yeah,
it,
with
really.
I
chains,
told you not to do
yeah,
it,
like you can
bitch.
easily wrap the chain. Like I can fly around a big tonnage in like a crate with a chain, tie it at the end, and then crawl back and literally yank it through space myself.
Do you think if you're looking at what you've kind of got, Proxy, you think it could take up to 5 days to complete the
That is-
rocket? The hard part is the fuel injection system where you're going to be digging out taking the canisters in and ejecting the old ones. If you could give me a fix roll to solve that, you could cut it down significantly. This would be like difficulty 12.
Can we
though.
yank it out of
Oh, yeah.
Bessie?
I'm gonna
It's
try.
a different
We are.
fuel.
Like, I figured all parts that we had were pretty much being ripped out of her. But yeah, I'm gonna try to like hook up like a binary fucking fuel injection thing.
So
Try to
all
get
we're
that.
really building, right, is propulsion, a cockpit,
He
and a
needs
cockpit we
some
can all sit in,
bonuses.
and then we're just tying the cargo to it, right? Like we're just like welding the cargo to it, and then when we get into Atmo, we're not even trying to land. We're literally crashing on the planet, right, with a grab chute.
I
Well,
figured
grab shoot's
the
not crashing, but yeah.
yeah, I figured the cargo.
Yeah, I
would
mean
at
it's
least
not
be crash
landing, though,
landing.
right? Like,
It is actually landing. It's 100%. It eats all of the force.
Yeah.
All right,
It's
then.
gonna
So what
impact
we're
some for
what
fall
we're
damage.
building is a ship that can be separated either with telekinesis or like a button, and then we grav shoot in, and then the cargo is like attached to each other in like a circular way so that it can grav shoot itself down.
I
Grav
don't
shoot's
think
just a
we.
parachute, right? Like a
No, think more
Sort
like
of.
gravity parachute.
like a vertical channel that you fall through, or at least that's how my brain always envisioned it. I don't know.
We have a couple of them. They have to be like
We have 10 of them.
that sounds like enough for all the cargo, right?
Oh yeah.
Theoretically.
It wasn't.
Yes.
I don't even remember how much cargo it was, but
It wasn't a lot.
We had a full cargo, but I think most of it was Tim's supplies, which he's
Mm,
currently using to help us survive in space.
Pretty much, yeah.
okay. Actually, how much cargo was it?
Let me check our cargo system.
Yeah.
We do
Yeah, I
have
wrote it down.
we do have 2 cargoes worth of fuel.
It is. Yeah, that is true. You could spend. Yeah, that would be much faster to extract than just cooking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then.
Yes.
Was that fix roll able to reduce the time at all?
No, you need a 12, he said. We'd all have to help you.
Oh, unfortunate.
Give him a boost.
Yeah, if we all help him, he might be able to.
If this is to make a safe cargo or fuel pod like ejection and restock system,
Mm-hmm.
if you wanted to jury rig one up where you guys manually removed it, you could cut the process down to 2 days, but it would be very dangerous to do that in manual.
I mean, honestly, I'm fine with it.
I'll do
but
it.
That's like something everybody kind of has to agree on because
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's not just dangerous for one person. It's like shit could explode.
It there is a chance of explosion if things went catastrophically wrong. That's not the real danger. The real danger is more just like you're gonna fucking spacewalk over to it and take it out
That's-
from the outside and
Yeah, I'm more than willing to do this.
All right.
It's not going to be that dangerous for me, I bet. One, I can stick to the outside of the surface no matter how fast we're going.
which will
Two.
make it much easier.
2, I don't need to worry about things like oxygen supply or suit integrity. 3, I don't have to actually touch the objects. Meaning it can be incredibly hot fuels that would burn someone's skin to do it.
Just trying to make a like, what would you make a bare minimum survival craft that's gonna basically crash land? And
That's
how would the
pretty
cargo?
fucking dang close right there.
How would the cargo be attached? And I figured the cargo, if a cargo is a rectangle, that's 3-dimensional,
Yes, it would be a
like that. Then you get multiple of them and you tie them together in a circle so it looks like, so it looks kind of like this, but with squares,
Okay. Yes.
in a circle, and then you attach those big ass cylinders of all the cargo on, I don't know, around the ship so that the ship's profile is actually, like this. And it's a big circle shit here. How
Mhm.
I draw this better.
No, I'm getting it. Draw it from a 30-degree angle, like you're looking at it from a side.
This is
All
the
right. So
Uh-huh.
you got the
three-dimensional
shaft.
cargo.
Yeah, it's like a donut,
Like
essentially.
a
that you
donut of
pilot,
cargo,
that
and
you
then the
pilot.
energy comes out here, you know.
Yeah,
in the center right
yeah.
here,
hmm
and the
And-
ship is like sticking out, shaped like a mushroom, where the back of the mushroom is where the energy comes out because the cargo is stuck all around. And then when
Okay.
we crash land, I don't know if you can build a locking system that lets go of them, or something that triggers the grav harnesses for each of these cylinders of cargo.
I mean, that should be doable. That's
Yeah.
either a physical latch or just some easy electronic work.
Anything that maybe Tim can, like, even from a distance, just disable, snap
Mhm.
off, destroy. Because it's all temporary. We're gonna crash, but the grav things will let us live, right? Is that what's it?
It's
essentially
gonna,
what you're
yeah.
saying?
It's.
I think the carpet makes it to where we don't have to crash.
Yeah.
But
I
the
mean,
cargo
he's
stuff
not
you're going
wrong.
to need to.
He's not wrong. Yeah.
We're building this ship because we need to cover a great amount of distance. We got to get inside of it or whatever. And then when we get to the planet, we can just fly a carpet through the grav chute and then let the ship fall into the atmo as it grav shoots the cylinders.
Yep. We can definitely like bail out and grab shoot down.
How many tons of cargo was it?
We don't have it written down here on the ship's manifest, so it obviously was a very small amount.
It must be a ton.
Yeah,
Alright, so you'll need 4 of the grab chutes for a ton.
that's easy.
Yeah.
We like only
You can have
need-
one on each
Yeah,
side.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
What
how many
other
grab chutes do
ship
I
were we
need for
carrying that was
my-
valuable? Do we have anything?
There's
hover bike?
2 tons of artisanal building goods, but that's
There we
pretty much
go.
it. But we don't have the grav chutes for that.
We have 4 for a ton, so that's 1 artisanal good and the delivery package, and then that leaves us 2 grab chutes, and I'm sure 1 is enough for us as people, right?
We're each
300
gonna,
kilos, so you might need 2.
yeah.
2. So
and that
yeah,
would still
yeah,
be within.
that's
yeah.
10. We'll have to ditch 1 ton of artisanal goods, but I mean,
Okay.
Question:
Yes.
how many grab chutes would it take to bring the hover bike with us?
The hover bike's probably like a ton.
So
The thing
just
about
the
the hover
same
bike though
two.
is if you're just riding the hover bike, it's kind of its own grab chute.
Okay, well then I'll deal with that then. I'll pilot that in more or less.
you know, we could attach the hover bike to the grav shooted cargo, and he could like direct it / fly it to where it's going to grav land.
Yeah.
You said we're like 3/4 of the way there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that within transponder range of the planet, or whatever sort of municipal like deities stand? Like, because you said it's like a government thing. Like that's where we were going. Is that one DMZ?
It's a religious thing that's backed up by the government.
Okay.
Yes. That's right.
They don't really have technology.
It's a pilgrimage
Down
site. That's
there,
why we're delivering
yeah.
them food and goods.
They probably got like a comm beacon.
Is there a radio station on Everest in real life? So like a ranger station on Everest that you could call where you lost on
Or-
the mountain.
Or Uluru.
Yeah.
Fair.
I mean, you could send out radio signals, and there might be someone on the planet that would pick them up. You could send out radio
But-
signals, and they could get to Tartarus if you wanted to.
But we didn't want the people, you know, the pirates,
pirates
to attack
also
us
would-
to know
yeah.
that we were alive.
That's why I was more curious if we could like call.
No, you
them
can't
ahead of time and
send
get,
direct
like-
messages in space. All messages in space are 3-dimensional pings.
If you had a laser, a sufficiently powerful laser, you could send a
A
like a
direct
sort
beam.
of direct beam. But without barring that,
So
Do you mean like a beam that's like in code, like a Morse code beam? Beep 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 beep.
I'm
the
not sure if
laser
they do Morse code or something more
Or
sophisticated
like
than that, but something
sophisticated,
like
like
that. Yeah.
the light wavelength of the laser.
yeah,
or whatever.
it does a pulse system where it reads the pulses the laser can do, and the lasers can make micro pulses in like
It's
a
all
fraction of
electronic.
seconds.
So
Yeah.
We could build a
theoretically,
laser.
since a multifocal laser has multiple focal points that we could theoretically tune in.
I mean, making the housing of the laser is not the issue. The hard part is that you don't have that kind of power.
We have fuel. Rockets is simple. Lasers, not.
I know. I'm just trying to work it out. I'll stop.
No, he's right though. Fuel's gonna be an issue. We only have a few days. I really want to actually succeed in this, even though we lost the ship. I feel like that would be so badass.
Deliver our shit on time. It would.
Yeah.
It would, especially. You come crashing into Atmo, riding it like those fucking robots, the Mandalorians, would like drop onto planets and shit.
Mm-hmm. And if you're gonna do 2 days on that, and I don't have to spend 2 days to separate the fuel, we could probably get there in 3 days.
Oh, did we have cargo that was just fuel?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fucking base, dude.
We could probably
Nice.
get there in 3 days, which is within the delivery window.
Mm-hmm.
And Zach, using the bike on the cargo to direct its landing position with the grav chute, that doesn't require any more grav chutes. Since the
No, the bike is already.
it helps him. Okay, sweet. So he can actually fly the like relevant cargo to the quest location, while the rest of us, kind of crash / land on the planet out of control, like.
I mean, you guys will be on a flying carpet, so probably.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah,
bail
but-
out of this thing, getting out of space, dude.
It's controlling the cargo that would be difficult.
Mm-hmm.
No longer.
Well,
Even if you put if you build the tube right and the tube explodes, you could just guide it with the carpet.
this is true.
Well, we have artisanal goods too, right?
We should just leave those.
We have 2. We're gonna bring one. We need money, bro. What are you kidding? Shut up.
If you need money, then you should bring. Like
Isn't that our most valuable cargo, the artisanal goods?
It is.
it is to people who could use artisanal building goods, not
Ah,
to medieval savages.
He's got a point.
okay. So, what
Press-
would be our
press
most
jewelry
valuable
is
cargo?
probably the most valuable thing that you could bring to a TL1 world.
There you go.
that
And
you
we don't have that.
We do. We have 2 tons of it.
We-
Yeah,
Oh.
this is out of the things that you have.
Yeah.
Okay, because our choice is 1 ton of not quest objective to bring with us.
Honestly, I think what we should do is instead of that, have 1 ton of all of the gear we have on the ship.
The gear on the ship doesn't even come close to a fraction of a ton. I'm pretty sure, right? Like a ton's like a lot.
It
Quite a
depends on how
lot.
much- depends on how much
This is,
gear
a,
you have.
this is a
I don't
lot
know.
of gear.
Do you want to go over the gear right now, Tim? So with the Dungeon Master, see if that's necessary.
4 vac skins, 8 mag boots, 1 suit ripper, 12 demo charges, 2 lance charges, 12 thermal flares, 55 instant panels, 240 meters of rope, 30 instant panels, 4 porta boxes, 4 post-tech toolkits, 2 survey scanners, 16 line shunts, 12 wireless shunts, 4 telescopic poles, 2 sniper rifles, a laser rifle, a mag rifle, a mag pistol, a rocket launcher, 12 rockets, 2,000 rounds of ammunition, 41 grenades, an ATV, 5 grav harnesses, and 1 pre-tech salvage.
This is sounding a lot more than
It sounds like a ton. When we get an ATV like
a
with wheels,
metaphorical ton.
like a four.
Yeah, when you guys
yeah.
are on that moon.
Yeah. If we
Um,
ditch the ATV, everything else should fit within
Tim,
it.
can you are you able to quickly calculate like what is the value in the monetary value of all of those items compared to how much we could get from selling the ton of pressed jewelry.
How much would the ton of such of pressed jewelry sell on average?
I mean, like sell the like again when we're talking about medieval savages, they're not just
I
buying credits,
understand.
right?
I
But
understand.
it'll probably get you like anything you need and then some
All right, it would be a box full of gold.
before you were ever out of it. Well,
Yeah.
more than that, it's like when you find like if you find gold in D&D, that's one thing. You're like, ah, okay, gold. Now we have to carry around thousands of it in sack. If you find a $20,000 necklace or 20,000 gold necklace, like that's infinitely better than the coin in some ways because it's easier to carry and it's worth way more than its weight. But it also means that it's like, oh, I want a beer. Here's my necklace.
But if they
Yeah.
probably have places you can sell pressed jewelry for local currency.
Yeah.
Just give me a rough credit value.
Well, that's the thing. A rough credit value. It's basically like it's like probably around what you bought it for, like 300 or 400 credits a ton.
Okay.
But on
but
the
it's-
planet, it's
but
it's an
for practical
invaluable.
use.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's
how
no
about
limit to
the
money
guy
it's
the
worth.
guy from the medieval planet, the sniper is what's he he's talking to us about this, right?
I'm from a medieval planet too, don't
Yeah,
you
but
forget.
you're retarded. No offense. They're just like he's a down to earth guy who's learning like as he lives in space from his medieval planet. You're a fucking loon. You can't understand like you don't understand economics at all or like currency or anything. You could tell us
The
you
only downside to bringing the jewelry is that it's worth so much money. If anyone of any power finds out about it, they're going to be in a bloodbath.
Yeah.
Probably for them because you have guns.
It's
But also interacting with the planet is illegal. So I mean,
it would be a lot better if we kept a hold of all of this gear we had and didn't literally lose
Zach said it
everything.
sounded like a ton of things. He didn't say it sounded like a tonnage of things. So
well, everything
we can
that's
bring it.
listed, we're talking like 6 or 7 tons. If you drop the ATV, I mean, I could make myself believe that it's 1 ton or under, even though it's definitely not.
all the stuff he listed could fit inside of a storage unit and definitely doesn't weigh a ton.
Grav harnesses are like vehicles.
I don't know what those are, okay?
They're like
Nobody's yet to describe them. to me.
micro flight hang gliders.
Yeah, I mean, a grav harness isn't super heavy, right? But something like a rocket launchers and rockets are pretty heavy. Like, it's probably except for the
Zach,
ATV.
a rocket
it's
launcher
probably,
weighs less than 200 pounds. Probably less than 100 pounds. Rocket probably weighs less than 80 pounds.
yeah, 100%. But
Rockets
like,
weigh 2 pounds. Oh,
rocket. There's no way a rocket weighs 2 pounds. You're wildly. There's no.
no?
Let's.
I mean, depends on the rocket. You know, like for a person.
The missile
firing?
itself for a Stinger weighs 22 pounds.
A Stinger is a anti-vehicle fucking ground-mounted artillery. Not a-
American man-portable air defense system, kind of like a rocket launcher.
Oh, is that the shit they're using in Ukraine?
I don't know. What?
22 pounds. Okay. 20 rockets is
200 pounds plus.
ton is 1,000 pounds, right?
Yes. A
Yeah,
good
that's
amount
not
of
including
these
the
a ton is 2,000 pounds.
a good amount of these are relatively weightless. Pretty much all of the demo charges, thermo flares, insta panels, binoculars, porta boxes, and toolkits don't weigh any more altogether than 100 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah, it's mostly the ammo and
It's mostly the 2,000 rounds of
Weapons.
ammunition, 40 grenades, and an arsenal of guns, and the ATV and harnesses.
What we'll do?
I mean, you could fit
Is-
everything but the ATV into a ton. Yes.
Yeah.
What we'll do is, Tim, can you gather all of the stuff that is weightless? So it's essentially we can tack on to the artisanal goods. All the stuff that's not weightless, we should gather nice and neatly inside of a ton, inside of a crate, wrap it in chains, and leave it out here in the space, and come back and get it sometime.
Okay.
You think we're gonna stay on that planet? We're gonna have to leave that planet at some point.
No,
but
I
we will
just
have a
think it's
ship in
going to
the
be really
future.
hard to find this if we leave it here.
Can we leave something that makes that easier?
I don't have any beacons or anything. Do
Well,
you?
we made a straight line from this planet to that planet. We'll just do that again.
Right, ignoring the
Well,
fact that everything
yeah.
moves in space at thousands of miles a second. We will do our best, but what, 2 days of construction and we throw together this thing?
While the laborers gather gear that we can fit on this makeshift raft.
Mm-hmm. And the constructors construct a dangerous fuel injection system. That has to
Everybody's
be
gonna carry as
hand-manned.
much gear on them as they physically can. Grenades, your guns, ammo.
All right.
So leaving the jewelry.
No, that's not what we just said.
Alternative idea.
Oh.
Alternative idea, Keegan. Right?
Okay, so I'm gonna explain it again. Tim is getting all the items on the list of items he listed that are essentially weightless, meaning they can be tacked on to our raft without affecting our tonnage limit.
Well, they're not essentially weightless. He means that they're not like you'd have to put them in your encumbrance.
No, because we have this raft that we're
What?
putting.
No, what rafts? Are
We're
you talking
putting. What the fuck? Did I just time travel backwards? The
No,
thing
I
we're
just don't
using to
know
get
the
to the
raft.
planet?
You mean the
You-
rocket?
Yes.
It's a
he
raft because
means-
we're in space. It's not a
No,
ship. It's a
it's
raft.
It's a rocket.
Do you call a raft a boat?
No,
It's a raft a boat. Okay, then this isn't a ship. So
It's not a yeah. It's this thing. It's not a ship. It's a rocket. It's not even.
Nah, it's a
It's not even. It's not even a rocket with a command printer.
either
With
way,
a
the
command and
point
control
is
unit.
that
It's literally
he's
just
getting-
a cylinder that's
he's-
exploding.
he's getting the stuff that is doesn't weigh so much. You know, it's less than 100 pounds that we can just put onto our rocket with the artisanal goods.
The artisanal goods is a ton. Like, what do you?
He's asking me to grab things
Yeah.
like the line shunts, the instant panels, the boxes.
Yeah, and all I'm saying is, if you guys are gonna grab those, put it in your encumbrance. That's all.
Yes.
I think
Yes.
we can. I don't think we have the space for that.
I'd be willing to bet we do.
You guys are gonna have some amount of space for it, because unless you guys are all at full encumbrance, right? Like I was just saying.
Right, we're
Build
probably all
encumbrance with
pretty
it.
close. Why can't we put it on the ship? I don't understand.
It's a cylinder.
Yeah, that we're building and putting things inside of. Why wouldn't
No,
we
you're not
put
putting
these-
things inside of it. You're putting.
Yes, we are.
You're putting explosive liquid inside of it.
No. Did you look at the ship I drew? Did you not
Yeah.
watch my stream when I drew the ship? or-
Again, but you're building a rocket. You're building a cylinder.
Yes,
that's got
and we're
liquid in it
building
that
more
explodes.
cylinders that go on the side of the rocket that have these cargo in it. We are building the physical cargo, things the cargo's going inside of on the ship.
Yeah, you're building
Why can't this stuff-
of cargo worth,
Yes, it's a ton, and it's less than 100 pounds. What does it matter?
That's a tenth of a ton.
Then we'll get rid of a tenth of the fucking ton. I don't care about this autistic shit. Jesus Christ, get rid of a tenth of a ton then. Fuck, we have full control over here.
A
And
tenth
this
of
is
a
what's
ton of
frustrating
what?
me.
Just
We
make the
have full of
decision.
the artisanal goods. That's what I'm saying.
Alright,
we have full
alright,
control of what we're building and doing. And you're like, oh, why can't you just be like, get rid of a tenth of your fucking ton then? I don't understand.
Alright, I'm calling it. We're done. This game is over. Fuck it.
You're literally just sitting there letting me be confused, making zero attempt at helping me, then getting upset at me that I'm upset.
Bro, you're
But
getting
I'm
upset.
confused.
You're not taking any responsibility for your own
I'm literally
communication.
trying to say put the shit on the fucking ship and get rid of whatever we have to fit it, minimize the weight. I said it like a bunch of times and it's like I can see you looking at me dumbfounded.
like I'm a retard, but not actually saying anything to help me or forward any information to make it easier for me, then you get upset at me?
I didn't get upset at you. You're the one who started yelling, bro. You're the one who got upset.
And then said
You
the
got
game
upset
is over.
first. Yes, because you're
Yes.
freaking the fuck out over no
Yeah, and you're
reason.
not helping.
I don't care.
When
Well,
I'm the
that's
dungeon
not my
master and
job.
player is confused, I help them. And I
No, you
forward as
don't.
much information as I have that they might need or have access to or couldn't remember.
No, you don't.
I'll
What are you
continue
talking
to
about?
explain things and
You get no.
redefine
No,
them.
if someone's confused and you're the dungeon master, you get irritated. What are you talking about? You don't do any effort to help.
Yeah, that's because
You're
I
talking to
put
mad
forth
crack, bro.
so
What are
much
you talking about?
information.
Shut up, bro. You're so
Bro, you're an
fucking
asshole.
out of it,
You're
dude.
actually straight up a fucking asshole. You don't give a shit about other people or how they fucking feel in the slightest.
What?
If it's
That's
too hard
what?
for you, they can fuck off. All you care. You canceled this game. I'm confused and irritated, and no one is helping me. And you want the game to end because it's hard.
No, it's not because it's hard. It's because it's fucking annoying. And it's not fun when you freak out over
Yeah, you think
nothing.
it's fun for me? Yeah,
I don't
I'm
care if
having
it's
fun.
fun.
My
It's-
friends don't give a shit how I feel. So it's fucking fun, right?
You don't. And then you
then
say,
met
I
this,
don't
like,
care.
What do you mean?
Bruh.
And then I try to explain it, and you, it's like no matter what I say, it doesn't make any sense. And you don't help me make it make sense. You just talk to me like I'm stupid and insult me. That's what you do. I
No,
get
you said-
confused, so you insult me and act like I'm a fucking retard. Like,
That's because you're not playing any clear. You don't put any effort into communication. You put the onus on other people
I'm
all the
literally
time.
putting in my whole fucking effort. That's why I'm irritated.
You're not. You're not.
Yeah,
Or if
okay,
you're-
I didn't try hard enough. That's what it
Yes!
is. I'm not trying hard enough. Yeah,
Yes!
I'm not trying my hardest and failing. No, I didn't try hard enough.
It's okay if you fail. You just can't get fucking upset about it and start yelling at
What
me.
failing is, bro. That's what the yelling is. That's what failure.
Control yourself.
You
you
are
can-
literally
you can
saying
fail
it is
without
You
yelling.
just said it is okay to fail to control yourself.
Yes,
You
it
can't
is
get
okay.
upset.
And Keegan, it's completely okay for you to fail to control yourself. It's also fair for me to not want to fucking put up with it every week and every time we play. That's also completely fair.
You think it's fair for you to talk down to me? Talk to me like I said something stupid and then make no effort to anything at all. You put zero effort in. You just sit there in silence or responding with a shitty response that makes me feel stupid because you're trying to make me feel stupid.
I'm not. I'm just trying to ask where you're putting it.
Because I'm irritating you.
Where did you? I